Hi guys, it's Brittany with Eating Elephants, and this is take 3. So you're gonna get this one however it comes out. I am 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant today, and I'm really excited about that. I think the baby's the size of a pea or something like that. Well, I think some apps or websites say a pea, some websites say a grain of rice, which I don't think those things are the same size. But whatever, the baby's growing is the point. Started out at the size of a poppy seed, so that's huge either way. My phrase for this week is, this pregnancy feels imaginary, or this pregnancy feels like a theory. It does not feel real yet. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I think is, oh, I'm pregnant. But, you know, it really doesn't feel real. I'm having a hard time making emotional and, or just connecting with the reality of this pregnancy. Don't get me wrong, if I started bleeding right now, I would be devastated. I do love this baby with all of my heart. So does my husband. I know I'm pregnant. It's just that the emotional reality of it hasn't hit me yet. So hopefully when the baby kicks or things like that, I'll start to make those emotional connections. As far as symptoms go, I have been very fatigued lately, and it may have a lot to do with the fact that I work 10-hour shifts. As I've said before, at work I feel like I'm just going to fall over. I just want to sleep on the floor. And I work at a daycare, and while the kids are taking a nap, everything in my spirit is telling me to take a nap too, even though you can't do that. That's against the law, and I wouldn't anyway. My job is to watch the children, so I'm gonna watch the children. But yes, I'm very tired. I still have loss of appetite. I have not been very hungry at all. When I eat, it's because, oh yeah, I should eat, not because, oh, I'm hungry. I expected to be more hungry in early pregnancy, and that is not the case for me. And it's making it hard for me to make healthy choices because I'm just not hungry, and eating is important when you're trying to have a very physiologically correct pregnancy and birth, and when you're trying to do things a more natural way in life and in pregnancy, and anything in life and in pregnancy, when you're trying to be healthy yourself without the aid of, medical technology. If you're not going to depend necessarily on medical technology to keep you healthy, or to keep you feeling healthy at least, you have to eat well. That is the most important thing, and I know that, but I'm just having a really hard time actually putting that into place. I'm actually eating way less healthily in this pregnancy than I was even just a few weeks ago, you guys. It's bothering me. I feel like a terrible mom already. So, I think having loss of appetite is really contributing to that, because I don't have the hunger to let me know, oh yeah, hey, you should make something good to eat. It's just, oh yeah, I should eat. Let me grab this real quick. So, whatever. We'll see what happens with that. I have still been having digestive issues. There's a very thin line for me between constipation and diarrhea. I'm either one or the other. There's no in between right now. I did get diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, which I kind of suspected I had before I was pregnant. But the moment I got pregnant, it got a lot worse. So yeah, that's the reason for those digestive problems, which I might have had them either way when I got pregnant, whether I had IBS or not. One thing that actually has been a little bit of a, hey, remember you're pregnant, is my uterus has been kind of quivering or spasming or shaking sometimes. It'll just do it for a second. It's like, here's my uterus, and it kind of goes, like, just kind of shake real quick, like a uterine earthquake, and it doesn't hurt at all. It's just like, I don't know, it's like somebody gently tickling the inside of me, and it was, I don't know, I guess others might think it's kind of a weird sensation, but it was really cool for me, because it's like, oh, my uterus is doing things. I wasn't really concerned because it was so gentle, and so it wasn't painful at all or anything. So it's just, I thank God for the little things that remind me that I'm pregnant and make this pregnancy a little bit more real for me. I have been having sensitive gums. I think that's just really common in pregnancy in general, but it's not usually something that I have. So yeah, I really do think that has to do with hormones, pregnancy, all that. My gums haven't been bleeding at all when I floss or when I brush. They just hurt after I brush. And the worst symptom I've been having, even worse than the stomach problems, is miscarriage dreams. I have had, I think, 2 dreams that I've miscarried, and I had one last night, and I woke up and had to remind myself, yeah, that was a dream. You're still pregnant. And yeah, I really don't like that. So moving on, supplements and such. I have doubled my dose of progesterone, and that's made me feel a whole lot better because progesterone cream is such a small dose. So I was taking the minimum amount that you can take per day, and I upped it to their suggested amount. So yeah, that's a thing that I've done. And also I take fiber supplements as I see the need, because of the digestive things. Like I said, thin line between constipation and diarrhea. There's never any in between for me. Diet. I told you guys before, I haven't really been eating well. I haven't been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, especially raw fruits and vegetables. And I've been eating too much salt and too many carbs. Too many like simple bread, pasta, rice, carbs. Exercise. I have been exercising. I've been walking. I walk around in the mall, or I'll go to one store, walk around it, and then I'll walk kind of far away to another store, walk kind of far away to another store, walk around that store, and then walk back to where I'm parked at the other store. I did that today, actually. And it just makes me feel like I'm, you know, doing something for the baby, doing something to keep my body healthy. Walking is one of the most healthy things you can do during pregnancy, so I've been doing it. And the reasons I do stores or the mall or something is because I've been really kind of protective of myself since finding out that I'm pregnant. I feel like going to just a plain old track or a trail is really dangerous. Like, what if I get kidnapped? What if I get hurt and nobody's on the trail at that time? You know, that's what I think about. So to make myself feel a little bit better, I'm going to get a gym membership. There's a Planet Fitness in my area, so I'm going to get their like $20 membership or something like that, $20 a month. So mostly what I'm going to be doing is walking on the treadmills and doing, maybe not the elliptical. I have to look up if ellipticals are safe during pregnancy. But yeah, a lot of walking on the treadmill and things like that. I'm not going to be weightlifting or anything, just light exercise. And buys. Okay. I'm really excited this week about my buys because I bought some things for me, and then I bought my first baby buy. So that is so exciting. I'll get to the baby buy in a moment. But firstly, I bought some clothes for myself. I got them kind of loose fitting so that I can grow in them. And then I got more modest, you know, apostolic clothing. As you guys know, I am a Christ follower, and you might not know, I don't think I've mentioned it, but I go to a Pentecostal church. Now, I wouldn't say that I am Pentecostal because I don't really stamp denominations on my head like that, and denomination doesn't really matter to me that much. But there are a few teachings of the Pentecostal Apostolic Church that I have subscribed to, and one of those is the way that women dress in that denomination. And I didn't at first, and the Lord kind of started to convict me on it. Not to say that I think every woman should dress this way, because I don't, I really don't, but I myself was convicted on it. And I think a lot of it is because a lot of my clothes tend to be ill-fitting. Because I'm a bigger girl, I'm not a girly girl, I don't really know how to shop for clothes. So it was really something I had to seek the Lord for. And it's been since childhood, I've always really had ill-fitting clothes. So, as some of you guys might know, it's really hard to find modest clothes when you're, you know, obese, when you're as big as I am. Everything is made to be trendy and either really thin material, and if it's thick material, it has to be really skimpy. And then, you know, it's just hard unless you want to go to a plus size store and spend a whole lot, which I don't. So anyway, I was walking in the mall and I went to JCPenney and I went to Sears, and they were having huge sales. JCPenney was, I think it was because of Columbus Day actually. JCPenney, there was a really huge section of 50% off, and I got 2 things there for 50% off. And then Sears had 2 racks that were, everything on the racks was $3.99. So I think I got 10 articles of clothing, some shirts, some skirts, everything. Most of my shirts have the 3/4 sleeve like this. Not all of them. I don't always cover my elbows. That particular part of the way women dress in the Apostolic Church, I can give or take. I can keep or leave. But yeah, most of them are this way. It makes me feel really secure and comfortable. It really does. And it's just, it makes me feel really presentable at all times. Even dressed down, I feel so presentable. I feel, you know, that my clothes are modest, that they don't draw attention to me, but they do, you know, it just made me feel really comfortable. So I'm happy about that. I wear a 1X in shirt, but I got 2X and 3X in a few things, in most things actually, just so it's loose fitting, so that I can grow in it, because I don't think I'm gonna buy maternity clothes per se. I really don't think I'm gonna buy any maternity clothes, because 1, they're expensive, 2, I wear skirts and most skirts are stretchy, so it'll work. My baby buy is this big boy here. It is a used Moby wrap, huge wrap for baby wearing. And you guys, if any of you have a problem with buying used things for children, seriously, get over it. Children wear things once or twice and grow out of it. Use things once or twice and grow out of it. Things like that. So I think it's the smartest thing to do, especially for children. So most of the baby's things that we buy ourselves, my husband and I, will probably be used. And I know I'm going to get tons of stuff in my baby shower because of how my aunts are. So yeah, we're not going to buy a whole lot, but what we do buy is going to be used. And I'm really excited about this wrap. It is a Moby wrap, which is, I think it retails like $50. I got it for $20. It looks like new. It kind of smells funny because, you know, resale shops smell funny. So I'm going to wash it, and I would wash it even if it didn't smell funny. And I'm going to use it mostly for front carries. And while the child is, I say the child, that sounds really, really bad. My child, my baby, while she or he is small, I'm going to use wraps, probably mostly this wrap, and for a front carry. And then once he or she is bigger, I want to find a carrier to wear. One of the front carrying carriers, probably something like a Mai Tai, Maytay, however you say that, or something like that. That's really good for covering in front, and it's customizable with the tie, with the, you know, the what are these? With the things that you tie instead of being buckles. So if any of you guys used wraps primarily while your kids were younger and then switched to a carrier, and especially if you want to do mostly front carries, let me know what you guys used and what you liked and what you reach for the most, because, you know, I want to buy things that I'm going to use and that I think I'm going to like, so that I don't waste money. So leave those suggestions in the comments below. And lastly, I want to talk about my decision to work or not to work. And I have more or less decided not to work. I quit my job last week, which I put in a 2 weeks notice. So next week will be my last week at work. The Friday, October 21st will be my last day working at the daycare. I am currently searching for a part-time nanny job or sitter job. Excuse me. I guess that's a symptom too. I burp while I'm trying to talk. Sorry about that. So a lot of the things that prompted me to make this decision is because I need more time to do my schoolwork. I was working 10-hour shifts, you know, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do my schoolwork, and a lot of things are due on Friday instead of on Sunday like most classes. So it was really hard to get everything done by Friday when I work Monday to Friday. You know, I work 10-hour shifts, so that was really tough. And that was one of the main reasons I decided to quit my job. Another big reason is so that I can have a restful, stress-free pregnancy. Working at a daycare is stressful because you're taking care of several children at once, and you know, parents are on your back, bosses are on your back. You know, it's a delicate balance at a daycare, so it can get a little bit stressful, and I don't want any stress for this pregnancy. I've had one miscarriage. I don't want to have another one just because of a job, you know. And it's going to give me more time to be more intentional about my diet. Let's be real, when you work 10-hour shifts and then you have homework to do when you get home, you are not going to cook. And I have not been cooking, which I love cooking, first of all, and I cook pretty healthily, you know, and I usually eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, and I drink smoothies, and I do all of that good stuff. And I haven't been doing that because I just don't have time. And also the loss of appetite thing, but mostly because I don't have time, and I really just don't wanna when I get home. I don't wanna cook. I don't wanna, you know, reach for something that I have to prepare. I wanna reach for something that's pretty much prepared for me. Now, I have been taking fruit to work a lot, but it's just like an apple here, a kiwi there, not nearly enough to sustain myself in a healthy manner. So I think being home most of the time is going to really change that. So next I have on the list is my belly shot. I'll be right back. Here's my belly at 6 weeks and 3 days. I'm a little bit short, but there it is, from the front, from the side. I think it's more forward and more round than usual, especially towards the bottom. But, you know, probably just, not constipation, probably just gas and bloating and things like that. I can't wait to see it grow, like really grow, to where I know it's my uterus making things bigger and rounder. So there it is. I guess I'll show you. I do have the panel on, so I guess I'll show you with just the panel. I'm not going to do a bare belly thing because, you know, a lot of pervs like to steal larger women's belly shots and make them into little perv movies on YouTube. So I'm not going to show a bare belly. And guys, please watch out for that for me. Watch out for my belly shots being stolen by pervs. I've seen that so much on YouTube. I really have. It's not a benign worry, really. I've seen a lot of it. I'll try to look up one of my favorite YouTubers, you know, pregnancy updates, and what comes up first will be, I won't say her name specifically, but what comes up first is a video of a pervert splicing together her belly shots from all of her pregnancy updates for the other pervs. So watch out for that for me, guys. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my channel. Keep me and baby and hubby in your prayers. The next video that I make will most likely be a preliminary birth plan, which is like a basic, you know, what I'm thinking right now kind of thing, and it'll be more in-depth and refined later on in my pregnancy. So yeah, I'll tell you guys where I'm gonna birth, who's gonna be with me or not gonna be with me, things like that. So yeah, thank you for watching again. I love you guys so much. God bless. How do you eat How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? Bye-bye.